first wanted to mention that we did review this board in November of 2023. So with this video, we're really focusing on the new trucks, the new grip tape, and the 105 Mad Wheels. As for the deck is still made up of carbon fiber and fiberglass composite materials. Now, in my opinion, the old school original grip tape had to go. This is by far much better. This is also padded grip tape as well, so it's a little bit more comfortable. Now, this deck definitely differs from a lot of other decks out there. It has flare-ups kind of on every corner. It's got good W concave. It's not too aggressive, but it's not too flat. It's got good drop down, good concave, and it just has that proper Tune 1 belt drive stance. Besides the Evolve Diablo and the onboard Zeus Bamboo, this is the only 2-in-1 belt drive over 800 watt hours that has the option of a flexible 2-in-1 setup. Now, I think the Bamboo Zeus is way too flat, and if you don't have the budget for the Evolve, then this is an excellent choice if you want a belt drive 2-in-1 flex deck. Now, another great attribute of the Cavalry is that it is not small whatsoever. It's 37.5 inches in length and almost 11 inches in width. Just look how much available space is on this deck. I'm practically doing the damn cha-cha slide on this thing. So if you're a bigger rider and you don't want to buy these big bulky boards anymore and you want a proper 2-in-1 belt drive board that's not big and bulky, and you get the option to choose between 3 decks. There's a high flex, a medium flex, and a low flex. Mine is actually the high flex, but it's still not crazy bouncy like a boosted or a backfire is. I don't know any other company that offers you an option of 3 different types of decks. Now, the biggest difference with the Cavalry is the new CNC traditional kingpin trucks. Simple, elegant, not too big, not too small, not too wide, not too narrow. No crazy over-engineered dampening system that compromises the entire ride. No silly angle adjustments. Just a proper traditional kingpin truck that's on a proper 2-in-1 electric skateboard. I may not know how to build a board, how to tune a VESC, how to fix a battery, how to replace an ESC, but I do know ride feel underneath your feet. And a simple traditional kingpin truck, in my opinion, is the best way to go. And then utilizing $9 aftermarket bushings, the trucks get even better. Those riptide bushings actually made the board a little bit too agile for me. So I found some random black 95A cheap bushings that I had sitting around, and that setup right there kind of had that perfect resistance and carve to it in my personal opinion. Usually I would prefer the riptide setup with 93 and 90A on all traditional kingpin setups, but these trucks were so agile out of the box, I actually had to switch to a little bit harder durometer, which I think will be a good thing for most riders. A lot of the riders, they hop on traditional kingpin trucks and they have a little bit trouble with carving. With these, I promise out of the box, you'll have plenty of carvability, stability, smoothness, and most of all, predictability. I've been saying for the longest time, some simple traditional kingpin trucks are definitely the way to go, especially on a 2-in-1 board. I've always felt like the boards that I had the most enjoyment out of have a good medium of everything. I don't need a crazy performance board that does 50 miles per hour and 50 miles range, but I definitely want a good middle ground. Same goes for the way the board handles. I don't want to tighten up the truck so much that it compromises my agility, but I also don't want to have to loosen it up so much just to gain some carve. So you can see the difference here from the Generation 1 double kingpin to the left to the new current CNC traditional kingpin trucks on the right. As you can see, it's way more smoother, you can control it better, it's very predictable, yet very agile when I want it to be, and like I said, a good medium of everything. As for the wheels, now with the new Cavalry CNC traditional kingpin truck setup, you have the option to get the Mad Wheel version 2s. They're 105 millimeters in diameter, 72A durometer, and 70 millimeters in contact patch. If you're new to the e-skate scene, Mad Wheels are arguably the best street wheels you can possibly get because of their good grip, their comfortable formula, they're a big wheel that rides over everything, their contact patch is very wide, and most of all, in my opinion, they're very predictable. Here I am shredding on a bad road full of salt, and it's still holding traction. Now, usually when you think of soft, comfortable wheels, that usually kills range. With these, it does not kill range. I would say from a traditional urethane wheel going to this kills about 5 to maybe 10% more range than a traditional 90 millimeter or 100 millimeter urethane wheel will do. Are there other options that are comfortable like the Meepo 110s or the Entra 115s? Sure, but those kill way more range than these. So like I'm always preaching, a good medium. This still has the comfort, the grip, it's very predictable, has great top speed, you get more power and acceleration and better free roll, all without compromising your range. Okay guys, here we go. Giant hill test, same hill we always use on the On My Way Calvary with the 105 millimeter Mad Wheels. These are 40T pulleys, so let's see how she does with this big hill. Full battery, speed mode 4. Let's do it. Holy, oh my god, bro, that was scary. I don't know if it's because I haven't ridden in a few days, but that was freaking fast. Holy moly. Let's check the rider app. Yeah, 30.2 miles per hour up that hill. Like, what the freak? Very well done, On My Way. Okay, acceleration test, speed mode 4. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. Very good. Very good. No complaints there. Okay guys, top speed test on the On My Way Calvary 105 Mad Wheels with 40T pulleys. It's super windy out, so I might call this off, but I'm gonna give it a try for you guys. That was also up a slight hill. It was windy as hell. A little scary. So 32.4 miles per hour with the 105's 40T. If you want even more top speed, more mid-range power, go to a 32, 36, or even 38T. Okay, brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. Woof. Very good. No complaints there. The Cavalry is utilizing the newest hobby wing. It also comes with the brake light / tail light. So if you double tap the power button, it'll keep the tail light on. And whether you have the tail light on or off, if you yank the brakes, the brake light will flash at any rider or driver behind you. So that's definitely a good safety feature to have, and you don't have to buy a rear tread light. As for the motors, the Cavalry is utilizing two 6.3, 7.4, 165 kV belt drive motors. As for the battery, the Cavalry is utilizing a 12S 4P Samsung 50S 20 amp hour 864 watt hour battery. As for range, I'm a 160 pound rider, and one of the days was 33 degrees Fahrenheit and the other day was 47 degrees Fahrenheit. I rode in mostly speed mode 4, which is the highest setting, and I got 29.6 miles of range. Few things worth mentioning. The stock 105 Mad Wheels setup sits pretty dang low. So when you're riding over small stumps like this, driveways, small curbs, imperfections in the road, be prepared. Brace yourself and de-weight a little bit. By doing that, you will lessen the impact when you come in connect with the actual speed bump, small curb, driveway, whatever you're running over. The next thing I wanted to mention was the stock base model 97mm street wheels. These things just kind of suck. They're terrible quality, they're skinny, they're super hard, they feel cheap, they look cheap, and the damn pulley is glued into the wheel. So you can't even utilize that ABEC design pulley for a different wheel, such as a cloud wheel. So I do not recommend the 2-in-1 setup with these 97mm wheels. To be honest with you, I think the company On My Way just shouldn't even buy these to sell anyway. I think they should save their money for other stuff. But even if you do utilize 97s, you will be crazy low to the ground. And never mind your enclosure getting scratched up. Your trucks will connect with something in the road while doing 20 miles per hour and send you flying. And lastly, I think this grip tape has to go. Maybe it's just me, but I think this grip tape is super ugly. The color, the design, and it just makes the board look like an outdated board, and it's not whatsoever. Final thoughts. I always stress it how more options the better. So you have the options of 3 different decks with this board. You have the options of 3 different wheel setups. And best of all, you have dozens of combinations of this brand new CNC traditional kingpin setup. So whether you want to mix and match colors with the hanger, the base plate, the motor mounts, and the bash guard, you can customize it any way you want. So not only do you have so many different options, but you get to pick and choose all different color combinations. I'm sorry, I don't know any other 2-in-1 belt drive board with this battery capacity that offers so many deck options, truck options, and wheel options, all for no additional cost. And it's all under $1,300 with our discount code. And get this, if you wanted those trucks for your DIY, they're also available too. Not only do you have all those awesome color combinations, but they also come with the 10mm axle as well, all under 240 bucks. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.